He couldn't make it into the end zone.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll bring a tight end in motion. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Once more, it's Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
But he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Justin Reed, and he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 48 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Would it be Frank's... Tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession.
as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes steps away to his left. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Darnold. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. To the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So maybe some signs of life. I mean, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return an interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. After the interception, here's Darnold. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Forced out to his left.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the side.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Pressure, they got him again.
That's George Karlaftis who fought his way through the line to bury him. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking.
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles. But that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters. But in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, but they hope to get back into this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Yellow.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mike Edwards picks it off. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Mahomes now on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Patrick Mahomes scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Chiefs are pouring it on.
Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes. And
he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Darnold on third down. And my goodness, another interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Dancing to his left. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
49ers 6. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 41-yard line. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And now here is another interception. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I think this will run awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And my goodness, another interception. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Play action. It's Darnold. That's caught downfield by Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 49 yards. And the Niners take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now Mahomes. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for KC. 53 yards.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Buying time to his left. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safe.
And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Off of play action, Darnold. He's got him in, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 75 yards. And the 49ers are able to at least get one score back. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And now here's another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
At their own 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Darnold.
And my goodness, another interception.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Now Darnold. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Niners are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Mahomes now to throw. Open man here, it's the tight end Kelsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
52 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Mahomes going to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Looking deep for Jennings. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A first down throw, Darnold. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now it's Darnold.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. And how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 36 yards.
And the Chiefs continue to pour it on here in the fourth. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And my goodness, another interception. The big fella. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just...
Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 2nd down, Darnold connects with Kittle underneath.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The offense on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is if you look...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Butker on for the PAT. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Mahomes going to throw it here. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And now they're in the hurry-up. Mahomes now on first down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Powering his way forward.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? And my goodness, another interception. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Butker now to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One last throw now for Darnold. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw for both.
You thought